Alright everyone, welcome back. Now then, how about you have a little chat with our old friend here, the mysterious old man. See what he has to say. He is supposed to be the hint system after all. Hey, there's that healthy kid with a radical haircut. This is terrible news. I have nothing to give you but this song. It's called Memories of Chrono. I think it's the one that plays right now. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's a song, and he is rather sad that the man with the radical hairdo has perished. I'm quite sad too, but mostly because I spent quite a bit of time grinding and I would like to get him back. If possible, of course. I wish I could lend a hand. We're looking for the Guru of Time. The Guru of Time, eh? Heard of him, of course. But what do you want with him? He knows how to bring Crono back. To bring back lost loved ones. It's what everyone wants. Crono must be proud to have friends like you. It's kind of difficult to be proud if you're dead. Well, if you feel like talking with him again, it won't make much of a difference, so... Hey, don't walk away. I was in deep thought, okay? No need to run away all the time. It's rude. Here, take this with you. Egg. Let us call that the Chrono trigger. It is pure potential. By unleashing a specific course of events, it can have a powerful effect on time. Ask the one who made the epoch, your wings of time, how to hatch it. Like any egg, it represents a possibility. It may or may not hatch. But the Chrono trigger gives you the potential to get your friend back. The egg will have an effect equal to the effort you put into your search. No more and no less. Don't forget that. As long as you keep Chrono in your heart, the day you are dreaming of shall arrive. Wait a sec. Are you Gaspar, the Guru of Time? Well, Legasp? Yes. Yes, I believe that's what they used to call me. Ages ago. And so the mystery of the mysterious old man has been busted. It's Gaspar, the Guru of Time, all along. I'm gonna want big, strong muscles for this. So we're gonna take everyone that can go physical. So our destination for this mission is the future, 2300 AD. Now the good thing about Epoch now that it has wings, is that we can take it wherever we want. It has become our personal airship. So, should we desire to go to certain locations which we could not access before, or only in certain ways, that is no longer a problem. We can simply fly there. We can fly to this island, which we won't do right now. No. No. We can fly over all of these ruins, tell them to go fuck themselves. Nothing is limited to us now. We could potentially pay a visit to Mountain of Woe, but I don't think you'll get anything out of it. What we need to do is pay a visit to Keeper's Dome and see if Balthazar, or what's left of him, can still lend us a hand. To It's a good thing the power independent isn't running out. Would be a real fucking shit of a situation if it did, because I believe the Mammon machine is kaput, and we don't really have a way of regenerating that power. On Death Peak, you will find the power to restore life. But to activate this power, the deceased must be important to the space-time continuum. And you must have a clone identical to that person. Only then can a Chrono trigger work its magic. Need a clone? The magician Nolstein Beckler could whip one up in a wink of an eye. Beckler loves festivals. Find a festival, and there too you shall find Beckler. Who the fuck is Nolstein Beckler? Well, he is an interesting individual, but before we get into who he is, how about we get into a little bit of how does Balthazar know him? My personal theory is that he probably found records about Nolstein Beckler among one of the computers, because otherwise they don't seem to have any connection. How would they know each other? Or how would either one of them know one another? It just doesn't make sense. Kind of comes out of nowhere that they can, well, know one another. Like Balthazar knows who the hell Nolstein Beckler is. That's kind of interesting, considering we never met. But on your way to Nolstein Beckler, pay a visit to this location here. It shine like star. Now that we have the pendant, you will see that the blue pyramid that we've seen before in the magical kingdom of Zeal is now grounded to the forest floor. We can actually access this sealed altar and break the seal, which reveals a choice. The seal has been broken. I will give you the treasure of the Guru of Reason. To the right is a weapon which increases strength. To the left is protective gear which will guard your life. Choose whichever you feel you need and take it with you. 13,000 years was a long time. Balthazar, I shall see you shortly. Now you get to make your choice. I tried the weapon, and not too long after, I found that there's a better one. So what you should probably do is take the armor, because you get the safe helm. For the time being, I will give it to Frogo, because he's the only one that can make the most out of it. So what does the safe helmet do? It cuts physical damage by a third. This, coupled with its improved defensive rating, is quite an impressive helmet. Where am I? Anyway. Ah, here we go. Can we get anything more from Taban? I doubt it. I never gotten anything more from him at this point, but let's have a look. Maybe. Yeah, nothing more. Alright, switching back to Isla. So, Nolstein Beckler. He likes festivals, and he's a magician. Or so they say. He's more of an illusionist more than anything. And this is his tent. Spend your 1 silver point here. Nuh-uh, you gotta get some points. So what we gotta do is pay a visit to Gado. Remember him? Oh yeah, by the way, you can eat the old man's lunch now as much as you want. No penalties. Gado is still the fastest way to get silver points, and we need about 40, I believe. So just spend a little bit of time with Gado here. By now, you should not have any trouble whatsoever. If anything, it only takes a bit of time because you hurt him so much he gets kind of paralyzed for a second until he realizes he's gotta give you your reward. Ah, Gato, I remember you from the beginning of our playthrough. You were, well, a threat. You could have knocked out Chrono or Marl. But now, you're so pathetic, you don't even get to counterattack. What a shame. But that's what happens when enemies don't really scale with you. You know what? I don't know where game developers nowadays got this idea where enemies need to scale along with... Oh shit, I didn't ask for the money. Or maybe I got it anyway, who cares? But anyway, like I was saying, I don't get where some of the developers got this idea that as you progress through your stats, the bigger the level you got, the more strength you get and more of that other shit. Well, basically the stronger you get, the more levels you get, the more the enemies get stronger as well. It doesn't really make sense to me. If you keep beating up enemies, particularly wild monsters, let's say, how exactly are they getting stronger? Let's take for example Elder Scrolls, because we're just grinding for some silver points. For a while you're a low-leveled character, you'll only be dealing with some very weak enemies, usually wolves, maybe some other kind of animal, maybe some pretty tiny looking monster, like maybe a goblin or something. I don't know what exactly we got, I don't remember. But basically, you'll be dealing with very weak enemies at first, but eventually you'll get replaced with stronger and stronger enemies. And it makes me wonder, why? What compels the stronger monsters to take the place of the weaker ones? They have no reason to. Like most of the time, what happens is that after a while all the bear population gets replaced by Daedra. What fucking for? The Daedra have no reason to exist in the first place because they need to, you know, bypass the barrier between Oblivion plane and the normal plane. And yet they're just roaming around like nothing happened. I don't know. That kind of progression system where everybody scales along with you, it just bothers me. I don't like it. I'd rather not have them scale, or if they're gonna scale, not as fast as that. Like, what's the point of getting stronger if it only makes you feel weaker every time you get technically stronger? Just doesn't seem to make any difference. You might as well not level up and just cheat in the stats. That's like the only way to really be strong. Anyway, that can be discussed some other time at a different playthrough. Welcome to Norstein Beckler's lab. The spine-tingling show is about to start. He looks fucking weird. So, you want a Chrono clone? Normally I'd never do this, but today I'll make an exception. Challenge me and I'll give you a clone. The longer you stay in the game, the lower my price will be. Mimic what you see. L button left arm, R button right arm, Y button laugh, and A button surprise. Now what he meant by the price being lowered is that the longer you stay in this minigame without fucking up, the less cash you'll have to give to Norstein to get the Chrono. What? What do you mean? What the fuck did you do? Motherfucker! I did the fucking command right and he fucked me over. What a bastard. But basically what it means, the longer you can keep up with a clone and mimic his moves, the less you have to pay in coins to get the clone. You can get to a point where you don't have to pay anything at all actually, and you get the clone for free. Though, it can happen that, like it did now, the game will just fuck you over because the clone didn't do anything. I pushed the button. Not good enough. It just fucking glitches out or something. The DS version has it much better though. Like you actually get a proper signal from Norstein when you're supposed to hit the buttons. Because now in this version you have to just keep an eye out on the clone and keep mimicking him properly. Which can be a bit annoying, because sometimes the clone doesn't seem to do anything if you're not paying attention. He actually does, but if he does the exact same command, well, you're not gonna notice it that easily, so I should probably pay attention. Yes, the spine-tingling bitch fest is about to start. Damn, so many fucking emails today. Take the challenge. Mimic what you see. Left arm, right arm, laugh, surprise. Okay. Show me what you got. Start when you hear the signal. And action. Yeah, gotta listen for the signal here. In the DS version, you actually see Norstein Beckler jump up as a signal, which is, I would say, a better signal. Also, the longer you go, the faster the clone will get, and the more his moves will be varied in his attempt to throw you off. Just keep paying attention. And there you go. Excelente! The clone will be at Kronos' house. So did we pay money for that? Nope. Still got almost 6,000 coins. Just like before I checked. I mean 7,000, not 6. What the fuck? Alright, now we gotta go to Kronos' house and pick up the clone. You can get clones of other characters too. Oh, hello. Is Chrono okay? Aye. Yeah. He be in fine health. Oh, I hope he's behaving. Tell him to be good, alright? I nearly said tell him to be a good. Madam. Yes, dear. By thy leave, mayhap me taketh this doll. Go right ahead. And she does not seem to care that the frogman is right here in front of her, talking like a posh gentleman. Stay out of trouble now. I guess she just is just kind of used to it, like, you know, it happens. Crono always has weird fucking friends. She's not gonna be very responsive right now. But we got the clone, and that's all that matters. Now you can take your trusty old Epoch and go straight to the future. Back to the future. Hey, the place where Kronos' house is at is a crater. Wonder if that's a sign. I wonder if that is a clever foreshadowing. Or some joke or some shit, I don't know. Fuck it, who cares? Back to Keeper's Dome. Oh yeah, you can use this computer here to change Epoch's name. If you want to change the names of other characters, however, you gotta look out for Anu in Laruba village, if I remember correctly. Though I'm not sure when he shows up. I haven't seen him yet. Yes, he repeats the same fucking thing again. Enough. The time has come for you to attempt Death Peak. It's the only chance you have of reviving your friend. The last program I've implanted in this creature's memory banks will help you up the mountain. Stand back. And stand back we shall. As he unleashes Poyozo dolls. Or things that look like Poyozo dolls. They look more like miniature goats to me. Or sheep. Sheep would probably be more accurate. So he launches 3 of these dolls, which execute their program, and comes back. The 3 entities you saw will help you climb Death Peak. This ends my message. Now I must ask you for a favor. This creature has executed its program. Please let him sleep. The switch is on his stomach. And now you can choose. Do you wish to turn him off? Or leave him be? If you switch him off, well, he's pretty much dead. Euthanized. The creature sleeps beyond the flow of time now, and there's nothing more you can do. And with that, basically, you could say that Balthazar is no more. The last living thing that could speak on his namesake has perished.